Hey, everybody, and welcome to my channel and the Worldwide Writeathon Sprint number 7. I was convinced I was going to get tongue-tied on all those W's.
Dude, I've been saying it so many times, messing it up almost every time. Like, oh, I have the world the thing today.
The world
the writing thing with the live streams.
You're welcome.
Next.
I also have a really bad habit of having to stop at the last word because I'll be like, the Worldwide Wrestling, I mean,
That would be...
Yep, we're going to wrestle all the words, all the plots.
Incorporate wrestling next time.
Fox will love figuring out how to get that into my thumbnail. He was like, how many guests are you going to have this time? And I was like, between 2 to 5. And he's like, I thought we agreed 4 was your max. And I'm like, see, the thing is. So
it's a special event, Fox. Come on.
But he did it, and he did it well. I wasn't sure how he was going to get 6 people on there without it looking cluttered. And then he sent me the thumbnail, and I'm like, literal graphics god he is.
A master. So the talent.
The talent, the skill.
Truly.
I'm going to say hi to some peeps in chat. Literal cats and kittens. They will return sometime, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I'm just clicking on some hellos, letting everybody get settled in. Yes, Jessica's on this stream.
Really? I never would have noticed.
Get out of the other one. For everybody who might just be joining right this time, you can, in fact, click on the Worldwide Writeathon playlist, which I have linked down below, and it'll just keep taking you to all the new streams as they end and begin.
It's very convenient.
Yeah. Good. I highly encourage this. Binging of the moon. Hello from Ohio. Jess is also Ohio, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, it's not a different Midwestern state, right?
My friends played a game the other day where we all sat down and they pulled up a blank map of the U.S. Also, there's an echo. And they pointed to states and went, what's this state called? And I went, I don't know. Or they'd be like, where's Nebraska? And I would go, I got no clue.
Sounds like a fun game.
Yeah, I failed a geography bee because we were supposed to, one of the things was U.S. quarters, and I assumed that they meant like military sleeping quarters for some reason. And they're like, okay, what quarter has a bear on it? I'm like, why would there be a bear? We're supposed to sleep.
The rest of the time. This is really what happens to CB's victims.
Undefeated.
Quality college education you got going on there, CB.
That was like 4th grade, to be fair.
My Midwestern sister from Mississippi. Yes. All right, so we'll go ahead and I will do the rounds for everyone to introduce themselves. CB, go first. I go in clock this order. Whatever.
Hey there, I'm CB Friends. I am a young adult fantasy author. I am a teenager and college student and a writer, hence why I am here. And on my channel, I talk about writer things, teenager things, and sorry. Every time I see an intro, I just have Sam's playing in my head. What about writer things, teenager things, and writer things? I make little skits. I do live streams sometimes, and yeah, me. Jess.
Hello, I am Jessica. I am the original creator of this event. Welcome all. I have a YouTube channel. It is linked in the description box down below because Sam did her job today. She's a winner. And on my channel, I post about reading, writing, planner, things, books, cats, Today I will be working on video editing. Welcome to the world. Vanessa?
Hi, I'm Vanessa from the channel Vanessa Marie Creates. I write YA fantasy and I do booktube and authortube videos.
Hi, I'm Ren. I do a lot of different videos. I do AuthorTube, I do BookTube, I do some goal setting videos. I occasionally do live streams, not a lot, but sometimes. And yeah, that's all I got.
And hello, I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I apologize for the sudden increase in noise. My husband, who will be joining us in a few minutes, just got home with lunch. Traffic was literal hell. He has avoided a CB assassination, though. You can follow all things Sam if you go to my website down below, sign up for the newsletter. I also have a Ko-Fi. I do live streams such as this one on Mondays. I also host Let's Talks, where we pick a subject and then just talk about it. Like Monday, we did Sailor Moon Season 1. We'll be doing Season 2 in May. And I think I have everything. Yes,
Give you
I
money?
make videos as well.
Ko-Fi. Yes.
I guess that's the
Oh, cool. Give Sam money.
You may hear me mention CB's assassinations and Fox things a lot. Fox is my graphics guy and also helps me with my marketing and stuff. So, also my best friend. Therefore, he shades me a lot in DMs during live streams. Oh yes, and like the stream. Thank you.
Give it a thumbs up or else.
CB will come for you.
What? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Where's Cat?
I have the cat up here too.
There are so many cats on this live stream, and I'm barely containing myself.
Are we stretching?
Yes, if you're here for the playlist, giving it a refresh is helpful. All right, so the way I do my live streams, because I'm a Virgo and slightly neurotic, is we do 15-minute breaks and 20-minute sprints. So I will have 20-minute sprint timers playing. The first one is always my face, because ego.
I mean, look at it. How could you not play that timer first?
Truly.
It's just like identical to my little intro timer, except it has 20 minutes on it instead of 30 seconds. Yes, cute kitties.
Thank you.
To be fair, I am an all animal lady. I like all animals. I have 2 dogs, 4 cats. Yes, 4 cats, 3 children. Where's the 5th cat? Hiding a cat for me.
I have dragons.
No, Chris just like opens up the bag that's supposed to have your lunch and pulls out like 2 more cats and be like, "Oh, these."
Honey, I didn't get you Culvers. I got you a cat.
I mean, I would be here for it.
Me too.
She's trying to figure out how to lay so that she can sleep.
I admire your cat's determination to sleep.
So a fun thing about the phrase "I like your face" is that me and my sister love to be belligerent to each other for no real reason whatsoever. So we'll just be sitting and watching something and then look at each other and be like, "Hey, you! I like your face." "Oh yeah, well I like your face." "Well, finally." And that's literally just what we do. So I can't see somebody saying "I like your face" without an overly aggressive tone behind it.
Fair.
But one said with love. 5 guinea pigs, 2 birds, dog, cat, and 2 siblings. Yes, I appreciate the inclusion of siblings in there. I also forgot my phone, so I don't have a break timer, so I'm just using the live timer.
Oh no.
Oh yes, what is everybody going to be working on today? Thank you, Steve. They'll be working on a Grave Robber short story. And a partridge in a pear.
I love it. Just start singing. I will be working on my young adult fantasy novel, Shadows of the Willow Tree. So I'm editing after I did my first round of beta readers.
I am video editing my wrap up that took 2.5 hours to film the other night.
Wow.
Oof.
I feel that so much.
I'll be working on my YA fantasy Chosen One comedy. So it's like a self-aware Chosen One story about a girl who finds out she is a chosen one in this fantasy world, but she's also loves to read fantasy. And so like she recognizes tropes and things, and it's just like really funny and fun to write.
I love those.
And I'm working on this sequel. So the second book.
That sounds amazing. I am working on an adult dark fantasy romance book called Smoke and Ashes. Started drafting it this week. I'm already at like almost 20,000 words.
Damn. Damn.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Get it, boss.
I just can't stop writing. It's
Iconic.
one
I
of my
love
dreams.
it. It's awesome.
I have 90 things to work on today. I have like 6 scripts to do, 2 short stories to outline and draft, and a thing to critique. So who knows what I'll be working on first? I don't.
I'll have to make the thumbnail or something.
Have to scroll up. Jenna has a fiance and a tiny doggo. Yes, here for it. My YA thriller, which is yet to be named. So funny thing about names, me and one of my friends were talking about names today, and he was like, oh, my short story is just called Pirate Short for now. And I'm like, that's fine. All of my like working and titles are song names. Like even my villain short, everybody thinks it's called Villain Short because like it's about a villain. However, and then I linked him a song called Villain, and he was like, oh my God, Sam. And I'm like, I know.
Nice.
Finishing a song during the stream, hopefully. Ooh, intrigued I am. Starting new plot, a heist. I like heists.
I like heists.
Who doesn't like a heist?
I mean, the people getting stolen from, probably.
Probably not, but fun to read about.
I'm working on a research. I think that's research work for Nano. Oh, prep work for Nano.
Yeah.
Aha, I can read. Working on fixing my typos. Found in a book, yes.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, audiobook until I fall asleep. I have done that before. I'll just like bookmark where I start to fade and then
Every time I try to do that, I just end up staying up.
One time I fell asleep and then I was like, someone had died. I'm like, who died? In the book. And I was like, what I missed?
right? See,
Thank you.
Yeah.
so intrigued.
I love Chosen One books, even though people say they hate them. So I'm like, I'm writing a Chosen One. You don't tell me not to.
I love both Chosen One and when characters are self-aware. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, this is great. I'm going to character outlines, working on a Marvel fanfic. It was only 16. Defending her reading habit. Even if it was 20. Let the woman read. At least she doesn't take 20 years to read one book. Stieg.
Right. Though to be fair, Stieg is writing a book, and I haven't written anything since January, so there is that also.
Shh, I'm trying to shade him. He's my friend too. I can't stop writing while also the opposite of me. I got Jessica's like Stieg's been writing and then Stieg. She tried.
Up for you.
Impeccable timing.
Aiming at 8 or 9K during the sprint, like as a whole or during a single sprint? I need clarity. My brain is dead today.
Words.
Just as like I plan to write 9 words today.
If I get 9, I would be very impressed with myself.
Ooh, a dark contemporary Christian novel that is YA with a disabled main character. Editing a paper, outlining 2 books, world building and separating. Still working on my YA Ancient Egypt, West African, Scythians, Renaissance, Spain influenced fantasy with spaceships.
Spaceships.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I am intrigued.
A lot of words there.
It's a lot of words that I just strung together. An adventure project I like to refer to as a book.
Nice.
Fair.
Oh, this is book. Oh, what's it called? Book.
Mine. What does
What's for
CYOA?
Winifred Sanderson?
So, well, I want to know what CYOA stands for, but also, so for a very long time, I called my current novel Ficky, and like everybody assumed that it stood for like something, you know, really cool and stuff. But then when I told them what it stood for, fuck if I know yet. That was my working title.
Valid.
I always loved people's reactions when they found that out. To be fair, you're at an extreme disadvantage with the lack of a laptop.
Yes.
It's true.
Immensely so.
A sword Project Sword Lesbians.
That sounds so fucking cool.
I'm intrigued.
I love how Ren was slowly leaving and then
Wait a minute.
I need that gift.
I have heard the song of my people. I must return.
I mean, yeah.
You called?
All right, so
Oh.
I'm going to get us started on our first sprint now because we're, you know, something minutes in.
16.
We're excited and all that. Look myself up. Share screen. I should have done this while we were talking, but
Nobody's perfect.
I don't.
I think people can handle waiting like 30 seconds.
Lie.
I hope so. If they can't,
Okay, so we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Go away, share screen. And we are back.
Ta-da.
So, how did everybody do? I chose my talking points for a script and then did 203 words.
I edited one scene and then like read through the next one and planned out the edits I'm going to do for the following scene. Fight scene.
I am at minute 25 of 50 minutes of raw footage.
I edited about 2 scenes.
I wrote 751 words.
Nice.
Damn.
Well, I'm not going to say mine because I can't beat 700 words. So I'm not going to bring it up.
It's not a competition, Chris.
I have word envy. I can't.
He's a Scorpio. Everything's a competition, Jess.
That makes sense.
Also, everybody, welcome my husband, Chris Cavalera. Go ahead, do your intro now.
I am Chris Calavera. I am a father, writer, gamer, and all-around dork and nerd. And I am currently working on my urban fantasy novel, book 1. And actually, that's what I was drafting. I moved on to draft stage now, and I decided to start today, now, to draft it.
Must be nice.
I was done with my outline. I'm done with my outline. I hadn't looked at it in like a month now, I think. But I was like, I gotta write the actual thing now.
I've been so salty with him because I started my outline before his, but he's had more brain power to work on his, so I just keep going, oh, it must be nice to have an outline. He deals with so much shit being married to me. I am very happy that you're actually moving on to draft, though. That's exciting. Can't wait to read it. I have to scroll up because StreamYard was like... Also, we're so happy that you've survived CB's assassination attempt. She sent the traffic.
I didn't do anything.
Well,
Lord of the traffic.
Look how innocent I am.
I believe that because somebody came into incoming traffic.
CB! I need him!
I have been
He
here
pays my
this
bills.
whole time.
No, you weren't! We saw you leave with your shoes.
I was going to the bathroom.
Restrained. That's what you say.
You put shoes on and you left.
The bathroom is a dirty place. Again, college dorm.
Okay, let's see how everybody else did. I have to scroll up to things. Okay, so you were noticed by people.
Hey, Michael.
Yep.
He's always around.
Yes. You said Michael, and I forgot that I had clicked on Michael Shen's thing, and I was like, what about our son? He's not here. Our oldest is named Michael.
That's strange. My chat hasn't updated, I guess.
That, or I'm much farther up. All right. Caitlin stared at a blank page.
That's good.
There was some shade thrown around. I'm always here for, I assume, friend shade, hoping. I've gotten so much to do, and there's still 4 minutes. Do everything in 4 minutes, just all of it.
That's good.
I am being wrongfully called out here. I'm a good little writer.
All right.
Jess is just going to disappear one sprint, and then we'll be like, Jess, where did you go?
It's like a 20-minute power nap. Just
They
like,
say-
as soon as
they-
you hit play, just go to sleep and then come back.
They say 20-minute naps are the best naps. I can't nap for 20 fucking minutes. But
During the last Writeathon, to get some naps, because like I have this thing where I will wake up if there is a strange voice in my house. So I would just leave my headphones on and like nap like this on my bed for 20 minutes, and then the second somebody in the stream said something, I was like, who's in my house? Oh, it's this. And that's like how I made sure I woke up from my naps.
Wow.
No coffee! Why would you betray Emily? I'm sorry. I have a cup of coffee in my bedroom, but Chris brought me some raspberry sweet tea from my favorite raspberry sweet tea place. So I'm like, Sorry, coffee.
My roommate bought a thing of ice cream, or an icing, not ice cream, icing, like frosting, and it's just sitting here, and I'm tempted to just take a spoon.
That's what Michael does. Michael
Awesome.
will eat the frosting.
He will. He'll like when I'm baking a cake or something, and then I finish the frosting. He'll just kind of go, "Are you done with the frosting?" And I'm like, "Just take it, boy."
So when we were little, we were like,
Stop being
ice
creepy.
cookies for Christmas and stuff, and so we'd have different flavors, different colors for the frosting, and we'd like use food dye. And I used to like sneak eating some while we're icing cookies, and my mom would be like, my name, CB, did you eat frosting? I'd be like, no, and she's like,
No.
then why is your face green? And I'm like, I don't know. So
My
I've
dad's
learned
the
now I
Grinch.
only eat the white frosting because you can't tell.
When you're so pale, they can't see the white frosting on your face.
Well, that doesn't stain my face like the food dye and the other ones do. So,
Found family. Hello, child. You want to come say hi? I think he heard
Again.
us. Now go.
Beautiful.
My children are
appreciate
so used to my shit, and they're starting to inherit some of my shit. It's great. They were playing Uno. Another hi, Chris. And like, so our youngest, she used a wild card to change the color to red because she was wearing a dark pink shirt, and so she's like, I'm wearing light red, and it's like, this is not incorrect. So true. Our middle child was wearing red, so he's like, I'm wearing red too, and he was excited. Michael just sits there so calmly, and he's like, well, I'm not wearing red, so green, and he just changes it to green, and I was like, if that is not something I would do, like if
That is beautiful.
Oh,
it was like looking in a mirror. It was so freaky. So proud. You laugh so hard when I tell that story. All right, now go
Yeah.
upstairs, child.
No way.
He's also inherited my ego. He loves listening to me talk about him. So
Shoo. Shoo.
Here's your child.
Oh yeah. 146. Everybody who got progress and did things, we are proud. Another word on the page is the word done. Another chore is chore done. Food is nourishment. All the
Good.
things.
Food is good for
Drink
you.
water.
Or coffee.
I forgot to set my break timer, so I have to do math in a second. Whenever we had made frosting growing up, we were allowed to lick the spoon or bowl. Yes. Oh my
I
gosh.
can't wait that long.
I was allowed to eat
Michael-
cookie dough, so
Exactly. Look, Michael, he may be the frosting gremlin, but Roxy, anytime she hears like the stir or just me in the kitchen, she'll come out, and if she sees the bowl, she just waits. She's like, she wants the bowl and the spoon. Especially if it's chocolate, she's like, and then she licks it clean. I'm like, oh, I'm still
My
washing
parent-
this.
I'll
thing,
like
you know.
go downstairs like very quickly to like grab snacks before retreating to my room. My mom will be like sitting on the couch. She's like, "Can you make cookie dough?" And I'm like, because the part of me is like, I don't want to do work, but the other part's like, cookie dough.
Daddy's in the garage den. You can go bug him. Go ahead.
No.
I know the washer and dryer are. We will wash your toys later. Go on. It's time for the monthly like wash of their stuffed animals, and whenever that happens, Michael will be like, "The washer and dryer," like his little subtle reminder that the laundry needs to be changed, and I'm like,
It's my laundry day. I have to do that.
It actually just needs to be ran because like that's not. They're just in there.
"Don't tell
Chilling.
him that."
He never came.
Go upstairs, or I will put you in the washer.
Sounds like a fun time. Hold your breath. Okay.
Can go. This is yes. This is our parenting. I love you. Go away. Yes.
Fair.
Beautiful. Just-
I made all the cake. So I have a fun story about people and food, right? So my middle sister, she's 5 years younger than me, and she hates lemonade, right?
It was the
Well,
lemonade story. I spent too much
it's the
time on
lemonade
you.
story. So at my back when I still lived at home, my parents have pint glasses, like literally the size of a pint, like you'd find in a bar. I don't know why. They just do. And one day I'm at the computer and I'm doing stuff. And my sister comes over with a pint glass of lemonade. And she's like, "Here, taste this." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I taste it. And she's like, "Is it good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's great." And she's like, "Okay, you can have it now. I just wanted to try the recipe. I hate lemonade." And she walks away. And I'm like, well, now I got a pint of lemonade. And then I get in like a video chat on Skype and stuff. And people are like, "What glass is that?" And I'm like, "What, you don't just drink lemonade out of a pint?"
You know, who doesn't?
And that was like one of my favorite things when living at home. It's just when Tabby wanted to try a new recipe that she didn't like, she'd be like, "Here, have food, have a drink." And I'm like, "Yes." To this day, because we live like 15 minutes away from each other, she will call me and say, "Hey, I made this thing and I don't like it and nobody else is gonna eat it." And I'll be like, "Yes."
Why
I've
do you
done
make-
that, where I've like made a thing, taken a bite, and gone, "Wait, I just remembered I don't like this." And so I've got to like, does anyone want it? I mean, I'm guessing it's fine.
I guess it tastes good.
Like that's
I'll
why
eat
Yet
it,
you don't
but
like something.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, why would you make it then?
I don't know. It's usually like the small hours in the morning, and you just like want the satisfaction of making something. Like, I feel like baking cookies, so I'll
Yeah, I
bake
don't have
cookies.
that.
Or like I
So
make
you
cookie
are
dough, and I'm like,
Tabby.
I am. I mean, usually I like it, but I'm just like not in the mood for it. Like cookie dough, I'll make it, and then my parents will wake up in the morning. They're like, "It is 7 a.m. How is there a full thing of cookie dough in the fridge?" And I'm like, "Well, it's 3 a.m. So that'd be a really good
question my
idea.
life position.
You get cookie dough. Don't question me. Just don't read into it. Don't look into it."
I'm getting into making fancy cakes and stuff now. I just made one for my husband's manager in exchange for 18 pounds of yogurt. I am
Oh,
here
yeah,
for this
yogurt.
bartering system, though.
It's an
Yes,
interesting
barter food with me.
trade.
18
That's
pounds of yogurt.
Very specific.
I don't know.
That's a lot of fucking yogurt.
Yeah, but that reminds me of when my aunt called earlier this week and she's like, "Do you need any yogurt, any milk?" And I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "We've got like 3 extra gallons of milk and a ton of yogurt." And I'm like, "Sure. Do I have to complete it?" It's like,
Make a lot of smoothies out of yogurt.
also, it's how we pay, not in yogurt, but we pay my sister in food for watching the children. Like, she'll watch the children and I'll be like, "What do you want for dinner?"
That is a fair trade.
Fair trade.
I mean, food.
The secret to getting free food and drinks with that, yes, just be related to somebody who has a weird urge to just bake and cook at random.
But it's just like, I don't want to do something that I'm supposed to do, so I'll do something else. I want to be productive, so I'll do something else.
I too feel like I live in a sitcom sometimes. I feel that. Especially when I'm like, I hit 30, so I decided to start a skincare routine because I read this thing that was like, in your 20s, you can do whatever you want to your face and it fixes itself. When you're 30, it says, "Fuck you." And I'm like, rude. So I like started trying out this like anti-wrinkle thing around my eyes and forehead because I'm very expressionate. So I'm like, this is what's going to go first. Not this, but this. I tell Chris and I'm like, "Yes, I'm hitting the wrinkle spots, which will be here and here." And he got like mad because he was like, "I have been working hard on those laughing lines." He wants me to age in the proper way with laugh
Happiness.
lines, not frown lines.
Proof of happiness. I'm 18 and I noticed wrinkles on my forehead the other day. I was like, "What the fuck?" No, thank you.
People who are more animated and more expressionate with their face will wrinkle faster. It's
Yeah.
just a thing because we use it more. It's fine.
And then you just get fat and they fill in with fat.
Just cheats. She's cheating.
And then all filled in.
Now I have to steal Jess's regimen.
Because
Don't
it
we all
surely
have
isn't wash my face. That's not it.
they didn't steal them from bars. They just like bought them or owned them or something. It's probably my
I was
occult
thinking, like,
mercenary dad.
glasses, and
I
I was
mean-
really confused for a long time why they had glasses at bars.
Yeah.
They have beer goggles.
We had one. We did accidentally. We did.
I've never stolen anything in my entire life or murdered anyone.
Any child from Tabby, nothing. She hates yogurt.
Dang it.
I don't like yogurt either, so I'm with her on this one.
We
It depends
have
on the
murdered.
yogurt.
No.
Vanilla yogurt. Like banana and vanilla yogurt. Slaps.
Esther gets it. That's how you know, it's food.
I can't do bananas either. They make me vomit.
It doesn't taste like
Oh.
bananas or vanilla. I don't know why it's good. It doesn't make sense.
I don't have any of those issues.
Should I whisper expressionate to you? Oh, I think I know why. I can't say expressionate without moving my eyebrows. I just realized that.
Expressionate? Everybody's eyebrows do it.
I need everyone to say expressionate.
Expressionate?
Expressionate.
His face does not move.
Expressionate.
His face is moving under the beard.
Like face. Like how
Let
deadpan.
me massage my
Expressionate.
eyebrows. Expressionate. No, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't.
Maybe
do
it's just me and Sam then.
It's just it looks like it's just us. To be fair, Chris is not expressionate with his eyebrows. It's just his eyes, so you won't see it on camera. But like the man can tell. You know, in those like romance novels and stuff, when it's like he said such and such with his eyes, that is that man right there.
No,
I
it's not.
You do compare him to heroes from romance novels
A lot. Very often.
I know. Quite often. I mean, I'm not complaining, and I'm sure you're not either. I'm just stating a fact.
I said romance novel. This is my standards. The universe said, "Here you go."
I mean,
Try one of these.
Just order.
Me, I just get weird random phone calls from iTunes at work that then turns into a, are you dating anyone? Are you looking for anyone? Can I be your boyfriend?
wow. Wow.
It was the weirdest day yesterday, let me tell you.
What kind of timer would we want? Do we want? The first person who says a word gets
Seriously
it.
can't do rainbow.
I heard
Don't
don't do rainbow.
Don't, because Steve is here. Do one of the puppy or cat ones.
Puppy. Also, the patron saint of the stream has stopped by, Artemis.
No.
Oh, which
Dial.
puppy timer? Let's go with this one. I clicked the
How did-
puppy one and YouTube like lagged for a moment, so it was me, and I'm like, that is not puppies. Jenna really needs to know if the iTunes call happened.
I want to know too. I was like, what?
It's on my Instagram stories. Well, no, it may not
Jenna
be.
wants
I'll
the
have to
Jenna
archive
timer.
it. I'll have to archive it.
People are calling for their own timers. Jen wants a Jenna timer, and Steve wants a Steeg timer.
I
There's
have a
one.
Jenna timer and a Steeg. No, I don't have a Steeg timer yet.
No.
Steeg, I don't have a U timer because
6 for you. You don't have
Because
a
you
me
don't
timer
like
either.
You don't have my Dio timer?
you did. I told you if you want a Dio timer, you must find the clip and send it to me, and I will make it.
And he
But-
didn't do it.
Just do it for me.
No. You know how I feel about Dio. I'm not going out of my way to do it. All right. We're
Is that my
starting
phone?
in 3,
Puppies.
1, go. Hello, hello, and we are back. I did 156 words because husband and children kept coming to talk to me.
Yeah, I also didn't do that well. I didn't even know my count, but I had to take care of the dogs and then bug you.
I'm not sure why. DB.
Oh, sorry, still working. I'm working on a thumbnail for Sam and I are doing a live stream this Thursday on my channel. So I'm making a kind of stupid, but I'm really enjoying a thumbnail for that. So. At 8 p.m. EST. So be there, please.
Don't sound so sure.
DB.
Yeah. How can miss this?
Anybody?
I have about 10 minutes left of video to edit. So
you edited the like 40 minutes?
Yeah.
How?
Just a 20-minute sprint.
I was at 25 of like 55 minutes. And then I have 10 minutes left. I listened to it on 2 times speed. I don't need to hear what I'm saying. I know I already said it once. I just got to cut out all the stuff where like I stumbled over myself or like there's like long periods of silence where I'm staring off into space.
That's why I script my video so that doesn't happen. Because I got so tired of editing it, and I'm like, no.
I still have
long moments of silence because I'll sit there and I'll do a part and I'm like, yeah, and then I to read my script.
Yeah, I have to cut out like long strings of curses because like I'll do a line and I'll try to say the line like 50 times and I'll do like the whole like blah blah blah, blah thing and it doesn't work. So I'll just start cursing and then I like breathe and then I can say the line and that's the only thing that works.
It's easy to cut out the silence though if you know how to read the sound bar at the bottom.
Yeah. Now that I have a nicer editing software, there is a sound bar. So
I will not use an editing without it.
Moving up in the world. It's in my graphic design class. We got access to all of the Adobe programs until June, and I'm like, I'm squeezing the life out of it. I'm using everything. I don't know how to use anything, but I'm using it anyways. So
I use Adobe Premiere Elements, so that one's pretty nice. It's not that expensive, and it's really good. So I edited a couple scenes. That's about it. That's fine. It wasn't very interesting.
And then Vanessa, you go, and then Ren, and then Chris. I just took migraine pills. That's where I'm at.
I wrote 741 words.
Wow.
Sweet.
Well, I'm a Price is Right it. I did 742 words, and no, I didn't do that many.
He's lying. I believe him.
So specific.
No, I did do 194 now that when I sat back down. So that's actually good because I didn't get shit done that first time. But I had to deal with the dogs because I guess they wanted to go outside. And then I was bugging Sam. No, that dog was not outside. Male Navy was not outside.
So Vanessa, I cut you off earlier. I'm sorry. How did you do?
I edited a couple scenes. I actually didn't really do anything because I'm on like a final round of edits and those scenes are pretty good. So I was like, good.
I mean, that's a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, hey, this is entertaining. I like it.
Whenever
I amuse myself.
Oh my god. Everyone in CC or just in any server I'm in can attest to the fact that when I am like going through self-edits, at least once I will screenshot something or share it and just be like, I am hilarious. I think
that's
you're
iconic.
right.
I aspire to be that level of like, go me.
Good stuff.
Look, there was like, because I went through like 3 or 4 self revisions of this one short story in like 2 days for different reasons. So like every day in CC in like the circle jerk room, I would just point, guys, I'm hilarious, and it would just be these same 2 lines. Just like, but this, like, yeah, this is great. I love these lines. These will never not be funny. So
If you're not amused by your own work, who will be?
exactly. Yes, puppies.
Hopefully
Gross.
somebody that pays for it.
Hope so. One can only hope.
Anthology promo.
Oh wow, that was like that. Just like
Yes, I'm like,
that was like them wildlife cams and like the fucking got in the woods and the cat's just like
God, I miss my cats. I miss all cats. I miss all animals. I just want to pet all
just
of the
put one,
animals.
just get one and don't tell anybody.
Yes, Chris, that is a fantastic idea.
He's the good.
I'm working on like paperwork for getting a cat
Oh.
right now.
Just get one and be like, and the RA be like, why is this cat here? I'm like, it just came with the room. I mean,
What do you mean? And you know, when the ceiling collapsed, it just came out, you know?
Yes, everyone can look forward to a buttercup timer. I will figure out how to make it nice.
You could probably get a cat as like
emotional support
like
animal.
emotional support
That's
animal.
the option. A bunch of people on campus have it. And I'm like, I have depression. Can I have my cat? They help. Please.
I feel this, Ashley. I feel this. My daughter wanted to put her ice cream in the fridge, and then my son just wanted to bug me, and then our other son was like, why are you high-fiving my sister? And we're like, why shouldn't we high-five her?
Wow.
Empress Buttercup, Empress of Jenna's Instagram, heir to the cyborg throne. Royal fluffiness. So
now Butters has like cybernetic ear implants.
I'm singing behind the fluffiness.
a fun thing I learned about so my camera fucks up sometimes when it autofocuses, and then the audio will just unsync at different speeds. And so I like have to stare very intently at my own face and mouth. And I've learned that sometimes I just don't move my mouth to make certain syllables when I'm recording.
Yeah.
Like because my mouth is just so big and everything that I just don't have to move it to make any sound. And I'm like, how am I supposed to sync the audio, me, if you're not? I get so annoyed at myself now.
It's like, you're not expressionate enough.
I'm expressionate here, CV. You don't need it here, apparently. I just put on my Joker smile and I'm good.
You should have been a ventriloquist.
Oh.
I should have.
Missed opportunities.
My 8th grade teacher had a ventriloquist dummy of Carl Sagan.
What the fuck?
Flabbergasted. I'm going to do this forever.
Called him Mini Carl.
Oh, no. But you're here now. And we have like 8,000 more sprints this time. Well, I mean 8,000 more streams, not 8,000 more sprints on this stream. Just
Challenge
for
accepted.
2 seconds. I'm off to bed. Sleep well. Butters hears all. She knows all. It's canon.
Good.
You can do it. We believe in you, as well as our 11 streams
Other
after
CB.
this. Get a cat. Make him look like a stuffed animal. Butters timer. Right? His laughs are so great. However, he has this one laugh that like he never does on camera, but he'll do like off camera. And it starts like really like medium pitch, and then it just goes higher and higher and higher the longer he cackles.
What?
Yeah, it seems like flames should burst up in the background.
No, he's like, this has never happened before. I don't know what you're talking about.
Lies, so lies.
Hey, all these lies. I don't laugh
Lying
like
about
that.
me.
It is this. I should change it to just like the expression it writes on stream 7.
I mean, if we're talking about being expressionate, during that sprint, I was 100% sitting here, like, wiping away tears from my eyes while I was watching myself cry about crying while reading a book. It was like a third level of crying. So
At least we weren't talking about Sailor Moon.
That's true. I cried also while we were talking about Sailor Moon, which I have never seen.
You actually cried?
I was crying.
About what? It's not that sad.
Look,
people were dying.
Everybody died.
I described the ending of season 1, and apparently CV and Jess just were not okay anymore.
I appreciated the feelings.
Like, Mars is the best. Okay.
People kept dying for reasons I didn't like.
Exactly.
Go watch the stream to find out.
It was Mondays. You can also see where I clicked the wrong outro screen at the end, and you got my timer instead of my outro screen.
We're very coordinated.
And then CV taunted me because we were 16 seconds away from having a 3-hour stream, and I was
We were
like,
so close, you know?
you were the one who had an essay to write.
Yeah, and I turned in that essay about 500 words too short. So 16 seconds.
You could have waited 16 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I went and laid
I
down.
don't insult people.
I don't murder people.
I'm gonna need you to lie to somebody else.
Who do I insult?
Krista's everyone. That's his Salem laugh. It reminds me of Salem from Sabrina the Teenage.
I'm only upset with that because like everything I see, like which zodiac horoscope you are, and I always end up being fucking Salem.
What book was it, Jess?
It was Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. It was just this scene that was done really well about, which is hilarious because as a straight person, you wouldn't think that like a character about people talking about like how bisexuals can often be described based off of who they're dating. So like people will consider them straight if they're with someone of the opposite gender, or if they're gay if they're with someone of the same gender. Mm-hmm. And it's like the character, everybody was mad at them at this point. Like everybody basically hated them, and they were in this club in their high school, and it's called the Queer and Questioning Club. And like she expressed this feeling, and even all these people who were pissed at her were just like, oh my God, we're so sorry. Like we never realized that you felt that way. We're sorry if anyone ever made you feel this way. You know, you are valid. That's a valid way to live your life. And I'm just like sobbing because it's one of those things where it's like, I'm so happy that there's a book out there that talks about it in a way that teenagers can feel like they're seen. Yeah. And it was so good. And I'm just like crying, sobbing. I have problems, y'all.
I cry at like every movie or TV show. Like I just it wasn't even like I was watching a movie with my roommate, and she was sitting there completely expressionless, and I'm like sobbing, and she's like, "This isn't a sad scene." I'm like, "It's just so cute, you know? We're together again."
My mom watches like Hallmark Christmas movies, and she just sits there like stone faced, and I'll walk in and it'll be somebody talking about like, I don't know, some kid dying from cancer, so they're having Christmas in January or in July so they can have one final Christmas before they die. And I'm just like sobbing, and mom's just like,
yeah, my roommate got back from like hanging out in town with friends yesterday, and I was just sitting in bed like watching TV, completely expressionless other than the tears just running down my face. I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to play out this way. It's a very like basic plot, but goddamn, it gets me every time.
Right, every time.
Can't stop the feels.
I have
No.
all the feels. I have a lot of feelings.
Emotion.
I just have a lot of emotions.
I have a lot of feelings, you know?
We all just said the exact same thing.
So to Christian and Caitlin, I too am a pan in a straight
Yeah.
relationship. So feel
We
it.
love bi erasure. And by we
Also-
love, I mean we absolutely despise.
Also, I just love how like you two are like you cry at all these things, and I'm just like, I cry at nothing. If a sibling's not dying, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I don't cry. I like watched this one K-drama, and like the main character dies and the love interest is all sad and shit, and like that doesn't get me at all. But like his brother was like, and I'm like, how could you do this to your little brother? Like while I'm watching the finale, I cried 3 separate times because of the brother's plot line. Like every time it showed the love interest, I was able to like compose myself and get everything together. But then it shows the brother again, and I'm like, damn
like,
you!
For like a year and a half after Infinity War, every time anyone would mention it, I'd just start tearing up.
Yo, that was Chris though.
terrible.
Like every time he'd be like Spider-Man, and I'm like, he'll be fine.
I know
Bring him back.
that's not the
Really?
point.
It's fine, but it still hurt.
But it was
Somebody made fun of
Spider-Man.
me in the theater.
I know it was
during
Spider-Man.
the dusting scene. I'm sitting there on the floor of the theater because we were in the front row, and I sat on the floor, sobbing my eyes out, like snot running down my face. And some guy in the row behind was like, "Kid, stop! Like you're making too much
That guy's a
noise."
dick.
I'm like, I
Like-
can't
Feels like-
breathe.
That's enough. No more crying. He's gonna come back. That's not the point, though. I know he's
Yeah.
coming back.
It's-
I did
But
not
Spider-
tell you no more
Oh.
crying. Don't
Apologize.
misrepresent my heartlessness. What I
But-
told you was it's fine. He'll come back.
But
But I did not tell you to stop.
I know, but it's still he's Tom Holland Spider-Man.
He's
He might as well-
amazing.
He might as well be Gabriel Spider-Man.
I know. For those who don't know, Gabriel is our middle child, and Tom Holland vaguely looks like Gabriel and Spider-Man.
there-
is
there's
Gabriel's
more to it.
obsession.
I like Iron Man, and then fucking they have this weird daddy son thing
Yes.
going on for like 5 fucking movies, and then he died,
Beautiful.
reduced to ashes.
Silence. CB.
It was. I have this cool project I did like 6 months later, and I wrote the like script for it, and it was about like human anatomy or something. But I made this excessively long script about like dying. And at one point, I played the part of the person that like broke all their bones because we had to name the parts of the body. And
So-
I was like, I don't feel so good, and then recited the entire dying speech while like holding on to my friend that had no idea what was going on. She was just standing. She's like, "Are you still filming?" And I was like crying and stuff. She's like,
Just
"What
like, are you okay? I need to know what level of concern to be right now. So I too love Hallmark Christmas movies. None of them make me cry though. Just I'm the person who was complaining about a character and then sobbing. Yo, I will say Vampire Diaries made me
Yeah.
cry over a character death of a character I hated. I hated this character, but they died, and because it was a sibling thing, I was like,
Oh.
why? Why? I have not been emotionally invested in this show for any season but this moment. This moment.
Imagine crying over.
No, I want to know what character you're talking about.
That was,
I know,
I
that,
love
like-
that show.
that,
Later
that
in
was
the
like
chat, can we discuss what character we're talking about?
Yeah.
that was
I
that
couldn't
was
get through the
I'll
first
tell
episode.
you,
of that.
I
It
just-
was hella creepy.
If anybody cares about spoilers for the season finale of Vampire Diaries, but if you
The
don't,
finale, yeah.
Yeah. I sobbed during that death. I was oh no. That was a lot.
I saw it coming and I was like, you
I know.
can't. How am I actually gonna care about you? No, this is not okay. I have invested so much time hating you. No, I was angry that I cried. I was like, how dare you make me feel these things? And that is why Vampire Diaries is my official vampire trash show that I will watch with anybody at any time, because I'm like, you know what? It's fine.
I found out that my parents watched that as it came out, and I looked at them in an entirely different light.
So
I
far,
just-
I'm on season 2, episode 8 or 9, somewhere.
Season 2 is my
around.
favorite. I
Yeah.
love season
It's
2.
too creepy for me.
It's
I
not
just-
I
scary.
think that's fair,
No,
though.
no, not like
No,
scary.
creepy.
Like,
Okay.
really? It just.
All right, I'm going to just chat for a little bit because we've neglected them for a bit. I too am am a watering pot about the things. Adventure Time has made me cry.
Adventure Time.
I started watching that.
It's sad. My husband cries during movie trailers.
I tried to.
Been there.
I get like the tinglies. I'm like, this is gonna be so good.
Let me tell you, Pixar will make Chris tear up much faster than they make me tear up. But
A
like
Knight's Tale is my iconic.
Pixar, The Knight's Tale, I ugly cry. Oh, I haven't seen that in so long. I
Like
don't
what?
cry, but have you watched Infinity War? Yeah, we actually just had a long discussion about how I felt nothing at the end of Infinity
I don't-
War.
Hmm.
My
Hmm.
my level of disconnect from fiction is very, very high. Unless it's siblings.
Mine's
That's how
very
you'll
low.
get
And
me.
the Vampire Diaries.
That's how you'll get me.
I have the same problem, but opposite. Like my
Yeah.
disconnect from the real world is too high. Like things that happen in real life, like whenever someone in the family dies, like everyone calls me to deal with it. Like I'm the one that will like take people to the hospital if they were in the hospital to like collect all of their things, and I'm like I'm the calm, cool, collected one, and everyone else is freaking out, and I'm just like, I'll deal with it later. Like we've got stuff we have to do. Like we got things we got to do. Calm down. But in a TV show or a book, I'm a hot mess. Like don't even start.
So my middle sister is a lot more emotional than me. Like she's more along the lines of CB. So like she'll cry a lot easier than I will at things, especially sibling things though, because like that hits me hard. It hits her like 4 times harder. So but I was like, Tabby, you need to watch this K-drama with me. And she's like, why? And I'm like, it made me cry. And she went, no. She's like, I'm not watching anything that made you cry.
I cry at like sad things. I cry at happy things. I cry at like really cool things. So like when I was watching My Hero Academia, half the time I'm crying because there's so many emotions.
Oh,
I've
so
cried
here's
at
the
cat
thing,
food
though.
commercials.
I haven't cried at commercials. That's one thing.
Media and fiction doesn't make me cry. However, I will cry if I'm mad. I will cry if I'm too happy. I will cry if I'm sad. Like my own emotions will make me cry like that. But like shows and stuff, I'm just like, whatever. You're more likely to anger me, no matter what you do. Like you wrote it well. How the fuck dare you? You wrote it shitty. My God, this is shit. You wrote it mediocre. Oh, I'm bored out of my mind.
I hate it when I
Freaking-
don't actually care, but I'm watching something and I don't care, but I'm crying anyways because the way they like did the music or like someone's last words, I'm like, I don't care about you. Fuck you! Stop it!
Chris and I just watched all of Gundam Seed, and there's like parts where there's sad. There's like sad music and stuff, and I'm like, how the fuck dare you make me try to make me care about these people? Like, no, like why? And he'll just look over at me with this wide-eyed expression, and I'm like, no, she's a piece of shit. Don't give me sad music for her.
No, she had gone through reformation.
No, she's a piece of shit. I will die on this hill. However, what's his name? Ezekiel?
Isaac.
Yes, best boy now. Best boy. His
Even
like
if it's
friend.
something-
Look, they're in like this mega final battle with all of their mechs and everything, and Dirka, whom I have grown to love, is he's like in his suit. His suit has lost all power. This insane guy hopped up on super steroids is, firing down on him. He shoots Isaac's gun. Dirka's telling Isaac, run. They've got like the strongest bromance in the entire series. They're like brothers, yo. Sibling things, right? And then Isaac, he's like sitting there and it's going between them and the main bad guy, and then things, coming in, and he's like cradling his friend, and his friend's like, run, just go, he's like a dead duck. And Isaac goes, give me that damn thing, and steals Dirka's mega cannon and kills the other guy so that they're safe. And I'm like, it's the best part of the show. There's no other part of the show. I don't care. There are side characters too. They're like not even main characters. And I'm like, but no, this moment right here made it worth it. All of it. That being said, I was glad she died though.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me neither, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm supportive of your feelings.
Yes.
I get very impassioned about what I watch, even if I don't
Never
like
would have
it.
guessed that ever. You.
I know everyone here is like, "What? You passionate about it?"
Sam.
All right, so what time is the next sprint? Oh, we're almost at 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right, we should wrap up then.
We should.
wrap it up.
So long, farewell.
I miscalculated, so we're not getting a third sprint.
Outros.
I mean, to be
Yes,
fair,
everybody
was
do
it a miscalculation or was it just a we were talking?
I meant to
both
do
is good.
sprints and then breaks and then sprint, and then we would have had the 15-minute. We would have had 3 sprints and a 15-minute break, but instead I started with the break. So I fucked up my order. It's fine.
No.
No.
So
Okay.
CB, go ahead, do your outro.
Goodbye. There's more. Well, in the beginning, you're like, "Hey there." So, I'm not gonna say it again. So goodbye. My name is CB Friends. I'm a young adult fantasy author. I looked at the child's face. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I do little skits and talk about being a teenager and a college student and a writer. Now those things come together, or rather don't. Yes, and I do live streams and skits, and I'm pretty sure I already said that. So I'm done. Goodbye.
You said goodbye several times.
I did.
Hello.
It's adorable. I like your shirt.
I am Jessica. I have a YouTube channel. It's linked in the description box down below. I am the original creator of this wonderful event that we're all here for. And on my channel, I post reading, writing, book, and planner-related fun time things. Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Vanessa from the channel Vanessa Marie Creates. I write YA fantasy and I do booktube and authortube videos.
Hi, my name is Ren. I also do AuthorTube and BookTube videos. I talk about productivity, talk a lot about beta readers, although I haven't done a video on that in a hot minute. I think that's all I got. I haven't walked this much in ages, so thank y'all. Yeah, goodbye.
And I'm Chris Calavera. I have no videos to speak of, so don't find me on YouTube. I just hit post on Twitter and Instagram. So, and just, I don't know. I lost my train of thought now, so I pass it to Sam.
And hello, I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel. Those were 2 of my children. I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things on this channel. All of the things are linked down below if you want to keep up to date with me and all the things Sam. You can sign up to my newsletter, stalk me on any of the social medias. I post videos theoretically on Wednesdays. We'll see. And I do live streams such as these ones on Mondays. It's always a fun time. And we will see you later. I will be on Emily's chat sprint. So, bye.
Bye.